All right, you guys, welcome to Taco Tuesday. Tonight it's June 22nd, and we're talking about transition month. So we're going to dive right in. I actually do have some notes on this because I was afraid I would miss something. After this many catalog transitions, I guess, okay, 13. So 26 catalog transitions I've been through. So to me, some of it's common sense, but I know that's not the case to everyone. Hey, Carol and Rachel, I see you guys on here as well. So you guys jump in when I miss something, okay? All right, so we have so many new people, so I'm really going to dumb this down and make it super basic, all right? So what is a catalog transition? Well, twice a year we get new catalogs, okay? So we get a new catalog on August 1st and February 1st. It used to be September 1st and March 1st, but in 2020, we rolled that back a month. So August 1st and February 1st, we have new catalogs. The month before we have our new catalog, it's called a catalog transition month, or at least that's what we all call it. And it's a really big deal. And so we're going to talk about a lot of those reasons tonight. There are huge opportunities in a catalog transition month to grow your business and to reach out and connect with your customers. So we want to make sure that you're 100% prepared for that. Plus, we have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people who have joined since our last catalog transition who have never been through this. So no question is stupid. Type your questions in the chat. I'm sure people will answer them as we go. I won't answer them till the end because I know I probably maybe will answer some of the questions you have along the way. All right, so why are we talking about it now? Well, July is a week away, a little over a week away, and that is the transition month. The new catalog doesn't start till August, but July 1st is a really important date, and there are a lot of big things that happen. So we want you to be 100% prepared. We also want to make sure that you know that July is the month to order your transition supplies and order them as early in the month as you can. I know some of you may need to wait until commissions run on the 9th or 10th, but if you have the ability to order them July 1st, do it. There are some things that sometimes back order or sell very quickly, such as the stickers. And I'm going to kind of walk you through tonight what I think the important things are to buy and also what I think the important things are not to buy that you shouldn't spend your money on. So July 1st, what happens actually? Well, when the workstation rolls on July 1st, so midnight Pacific time, we're going to see a lot of things that are pretty fun and exciting. Number one, we're going to see the new fall and winter catalog. Now, that catalog isn't going to be available for us to order a product from or for our customers to order from until August 1st. But we will see a digital version of it on the workstation in the marketing tab on July 1st. So you can ooh and ah for a whole month over all the new great things that are coming. All right. It is digital. That link at the bottom of your PWS that goes to the current catalog, it will stay on the current catalog while it's current. They will not be able to use that link, at least I don't think they will, to see the new catalog. They will only see the current catalog. But you on the workstation in the marketing tab will be able to see the new fall and winter catalog. I say fall, winter. It's fall, winter in the US, in region 1, US, Canada, Mexico, fall, winter in Europe. In Australia, New Zealand, it's spring, summer because their seasons are inverted from us. But I'm going to talk like I am a US consultant, so that's what you get. So you're going to be able to see that new catalog, and that's a really big fun thing. Now, you're also going to be able to see the August warmer and scent of the month. People will ask me, when can you see the warmer and scent of the month? On the 1st of every month in the marketing tab, you can find the scent and warmer of the month for the following month, okay? You're also going to be able to see the discontinued list. Now, the discontinued list will be a PDF flyer, a usually one page flyer that will have all the products that are discontinuing. Now, we're going to have to read it and read it carefully because usually at least the waxes are available until the end of the month. Other products are while supplies last, but we're going to have to read it because I believe the last catalog transition, there were a couple scents that went before the end of the month. We will have to wait until we see that discontinued list on July 1st and literally read the fine print in there to see what it says. Okay. So we're going to see the discontinued list. Anything that is not wax will be while supplies last. So the warmers that are on the list, or if there's a diffuser on the list, or a mini fan diffuser, anything like that, that stuff is while supplies last. So when it's gone, it will be gone. It won't be coming back. So you want to make sure you share this discontinued list with your customers early in the month so that they can grab those things. All right. I print it and I then print a little post-it sticky note and I send it out to my customers. So, but you can share it on your VIP page. You can share it however you want. So the discontinued list is a big deal. And last week, we talked a little bit about this on our Taco Tuesday. People will say, oh, are those things at an extra discount because, you know, they're being discontinued? Are they clearanced out basically? The answer is no. Those items actually become really hot commodities and people want them. People want them because this is their last chance to get them. So don't discount that. Customers will stock up on their favorites, their favorite body, their favorite oils, all their favorite things, okay? Now, a little pro tip here. Everyone should be promoting Scentsy Club. If you're not promoting Scentsy Club, we need to have another talk about that. But Scentsy Club is a really huge opportunity during a transition month because customers who have a wax fragrance that's discontinuing can add that to their Scentsy Club. They've got 30 days from the day, from the day it's disappearing. So the whole month they can add it to their Scentsy Club. And then Scentsy will always make that bar for them. As long as they keep it in their club and they don't skip it more than once, they can always get their bar. So my customers will look at that list and decide what they're adding to their Scentsy Club subscriptions, okay? Remember though, it's always get my bar. It's not always get my room spray. It's not always get my scent pack. It's not always get my washer whiffs or my dish soap. If those things are being discontinued, they need to stock up on them before they're discontinued because they cannot add those to club if they're discontinuing. All right, so it's a big deal, a big opportunity. So you've got an opportunity to reach out to your customers about the discontinued list. You've got a chance to reach out to them about Scentsy Club. Make sure that if they have a club subscription, Scentsy will notate that those products are discontinued on their club subscription, and an email does go out to let them know. Now, I have realized that a lot of my customers don't read an email from Scentsy, or they miss it, or they see it and think they'll go back and act on it. They don't. So I always try and reach out to my club subscribers and let them know, hey, I know you've got something in your club that's being discontinued. Make sure that if you want to swap that laundry fragrance out with something else so you still get your laundry, this is the time to do it. All right. It's also a good hint as to what their favorites are. If they've got a fragrance in their club subscription in laundry that's being discontinued, they probably want to stock up. You guys get it? Okay. We also, in a transition month, the month of July, we'll have a 10% off sale. Now, we haven't had a full 10% off sale the last couple transitions because COVID, and we were in hyper growth still, and supply chain issues and all that kind of thing. But we're really lucky this July, they've been able to work it out, and we are going to have the 10% off sale back for the month of July. So what does that mean? Well, most of the catalog will be 10% off. So the smaller combine and saves, like a 6-pack of wax, that's 10% off. So in the US, instead of being $30, it's $27. Okay. You guys get the idea. The smaller things, 10% off. The Scentsy Club will be adjusted. If you have customers that have Scentsy Club, it will automatically be adjusted to deduct that 10%. So they're not being penalized by having a Scentsy Club subscription and paying full price in a month that everything else is 10% off. Does that make sense? Okay. And I can't remember if Whiff Box is 10% off. It is not an exclusion listed, but I kind of feel like it's not 10% off. So Jan says it's not 10% off, right? Okay.
I think it is, though.
You think it is? Well, I was going to say it's not an exclusion this time.
Because the PRV is less. If you have a subscription, you can see next month's subscription. It shows you the 10% off. And
it does. PRV I haven't gone in to look at mine.
Is minus the PRV is minus like less than 10% off. So I do think it's going to be another.
Oh, that's what that
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Conversation in our chat
club is already 10% off. So yep. I mean, I think it will be just like everything else. will be 10%.
So what is excluded? Let's talk about what's excluded. If you have your catalog, if you go to the bundle and save page in there are some things, the build and save, there are some things in here on the bundle and save page that have an asterisk by them. They're small, like the Perfect Scentsy. I guess that's the only thing that's currently on here with an asterisk. Anything with an asterisk will not be 10% off. So the Perfect Scentsy, which is the 2 warmers and 6 bars, is not 10% off. Okay. But the Scentsy system, which is 1 warmer and 3 bars, is 10% off. A 6-pack of bars is 10% off. You guys get the idea. The other things that are not discounted typically, and again, we're going to have to read the fine print when we see the flyer that comes out, but here's what typically is not discounted. Licensed products are not discounted. So NFL, Marvel, Star Wars, Disney, anything like that, not discounted. Charitable cause products are typically not discounted. New consultant kits are not 10% off. So if you're in the US and it's a $99 join for the full price kit, it is still a $99 full price join, okay? The warmer and scent of the month is not an additional 10% off. The month that the warmer and scent of the month are introduced, they are 10% off, but you don't get a bonus 10%. It's just that original 10%. All right. Business supplies are not discounted with a couple of exceptions. Okay. And we'll talk about those in a minute. And if they announce an LTO, like say, I'm just going to pick a random date, say July 4th, because I'm pretty sure that's a date we wouldn't have an LTO. Say they launch an LTO on July 4th and they say it's going to be $50. It really is going to be the price that they say and not 10% off. I've had people in the past say, but that should be 10% off. I told my customers it would be 10% off. No, it's whatever price they tell you it's going to be is the price it's going to be. So is there anything you can use to advertise this? Well, consultants, as you know, will make all sorts of graphics, and corporate will usually have some graphics on the marketing tab on July 1st to advertise this. Okay, so you can use those. So there are some things, of course, anything that you make on your own or that, you know, just going live and sharing it is going to get a lot more traction than anything that that you use. It's a graphic from the marketing tab. So when should you advertise this? Okay, so I'm going to share my thought on this, and it's a little different than others. I wait until July 1st to advertise 10% off in July. My customers are still shopping June. And so that's what I'm going to sell them, is what's available now. If I wait until July 1st to tell them they're going to have 10% off, why would they buy now? Why would they, you know, I mean, that's a fact, right? And you never, and I'm not doing wrong by my customers by not telling them that, because you never know. Someone might have intent of buying today. And if you say, oh gosh, 10% off starts July 1st, you should wait. You never know what's going to happen between now and then and whether they're actually going to come back and shop on July 1st. Okay. So you're not doing wrong by your customers. Sell what is available now. I don't really advertise it. Now I've got customers who have been with me since the beginning. And so they know that in a transition month, we typically have 10% off, but I'm not going to promote that to them until I know I am done with my current month. Okay. Does anyone have a different philosophy on that? Carol, Rachel, anyone? No.
What I do right now is I get my marketing materials ordered or done, so then I'm ready to go. So when I send my July mailer out,
Yep.
I make sure and I let everyone know. Do I sound like a robot tonight, by the way? Do I sound fine?
No, you're fine.
Right. My internet was not working last night. So anyway, tonight it seems to be good. So maybe it's the wind. I'm just kidding. The wind's blowing the right way. Anyway, so I get all my marketing materials. So July 1st, I send out my mailers, or I make sure my customers have the mailer on the 1st, but I don't advertise it ahead of time, because right now I'm pushing Bring Back My Bar. I'm pushing people ordering things this month and finishing off June. But like I just made, and I made something super cute. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, of course.
I just made this because I thought this will look cute. coming in, when somebody gets it in the mail. So I just made a postcard that just said Scentsy 10% off almost everything in our spring summer catalog. So,
Super
and I
cute.
put my website, and so I'm sending all of my customers a postcard, and even ones that haven't ordered with me before, because see, we didn't have the 10% off sale last time. We only had it on bars. And so now this time I want to do it. I want to do it up and send it to all my customers. And then I did on the back, letting them know there's a new catalog August 1st. I put my QR code. So then if they would like to check out the new catalog, that way I don't actually have to send a catalog to people that haven't ordered from me. But my one mailer in July will do work both. Does that make sense? So I just made that today and ordered it because it'll be here on the 30th, which is perfect.
So just to throw you under the bus a little more, you're gonna take your website off a version and you're gonna share it with us, right? Thanks. We appreciate that. Okay, good to go. See, look, Carol joined and now you don't have to create your own postcard. Okay, we love it. Fantastic. All right, so let's talk about the supplies. We talked about the fact that it's a transition month. And so July is the month to buy your supplies that you need for the new catalog that starts August 1st. So what supplies should you buy? Well, I'm going to recommend you make a list of the things that you use this catalog, and the things that you've used in the past in the fall, if you've been around. There are some things that in the past have back ordered or sold out pretty quickly, primarily stickers. So if that's something that you want, I do recommend you grab them right away. So what are some other things that you're going to probably want to run your business? Now, I'm going to give you a disclaimer. I grabbed some prices for these things that are what the prices were this catalog transition, the spring summer transition. We won't know the prices for any of these things until the new catalog, until July 1st, when we can see these prices. So I'm going to say it was this much this time, but it could be a different price. So just bear with me. Okay. So July 1st, you can order the transition testers. So what is a transition tester? Well, a transition tester set includes all of the returning and new fall and winter fragrances. If it is not in your current spring summer tester set, okay, and it's new for fall or it's returning for fall, that's what you're going to get. Now, it is 20% off in the month of July. These have back ordered in the past. I'm not sure we're going to have those supply issues because we have the ability to pour more wax now. So I'm not sure we're going to have kind of the COVID supply list issues that we had before. But that's one thing that you probably want to grab, are transition tester sets. It is not all 80 fragrances, just to be clear. It's available July 1st. It was $20 in the spring summer transition. Now, I think things tend to run a little more in the fall winter because I think our transition's a little heavier sometimes. So, it might be a little more than that, but there were 51 testers in it in the spring. Okay.
This is the bag. This is a transition set of the spring summer ones that we never transitioned over. I'm guilty of buying extra, and because they're only $20.
Yep.
And so sometimes what I'll do is just make little thank you gifts, because for $20 I can put 3 testers in a customer bag as a thank you. So I find it super cheap way to say, to do thank you. So I always order extra sets because you can also divvy up the transition set into a couple mini bags and send them to people for work, because sometimes they don't have time to smell all 80 scents or they don't want to. And if you make mini bags out of these, then you can let people see all the new stuff, but not have to smell all the others.
Well, and make a couple bags. If you want to send out a mini bag with 10, you can make 5 from that, right? If you want to put 15 or 20, you're obviously not going to get as many, but 80 cents is overwhelming to a lot of people. So don't feel bad if you're sending 10 out. If you're sending 10 with the equivalent of a pouch party that we probably, who knows what we'll call those in the future. But people can take 10 to work, they can share them, they can do whatever. So 10's a great number. And you can get quite a few sets out of that. The other thing that I do is I have some customers that do regular basket parties for me, for lack of a better word. I don't say, hey, do you want to do a party this month? They're customers who have been, who order regularly, and typically they have friends that order regularly. And so because of that, I send them a transition test set every transition. Okay, so I have a five or six. I think I'm going to drop back to 6, I think this time. And so every transition I send them, and they honestly come in with party size orders every month or every other month, just from their friends, their family, their coworkers who order all the time. Okay,
I
so
have customers that live out of town that I
yep,
do that. I send
yep,
them the transition set.
yeah, and
But
all
they
of
just
those
melt them.
non-local.
They melt them all to see if they like it. But I was like, I don't care what they do with it. Once it's theirs, and it's theirs to keep for the whole season.
Well, and if you think about it, if you want to do that with some of your VIPs, $20, they can sample all the new fragrances. Actually, you know, you get a fair amount of wax in those testers. So, but I direct ship those from Scentsy, because then they're going to come on ice, and it's all taken care of, and I can't ship them for less than that if I'm shipping them any distance anyways. So those are a couple ideas on transition testers. Now, I know some of you are going to say, I have not used testers in the past 16, 17 months. Okay. And I just want to remind you, the world is opening back up. So even if you didn't have an opportunity to use testers before, there's a pretty good chance going through the fall season that you are going to find yourself in a situation where you need to put that wax under someone's nose, whether they show up at your house and they want to smell, whether you do a festival or a fair or an event or a vendor booth and they want to smell, whatever the case may be, there is probably going to be more of a use for these testers than you've had in the past. So don't discount that. Now, the other thing, what if you've had your testers for quite a long time? You might be ready for a new set of testers. So I'm going to encourage you, if you've had your testers for years and years and years, and you just keep replacing with the transition sets, you might want to actually invest in a full set of testers. And they will be available July 1st as well. $34 is what they cost this past catalog, I think. Let me look at it. $34, yep. And you got all 85 cents that were in the spring summer catalog. Sometimes those have not been available till the following month. This time they are available right away. So they're available July 1st. All right. The other thing that from a scent perspective are those scent stickers. Now I've got some here to show you. This is black raspberry vanilla. It's one of the favorites. You get 4 sheets of these. You get 72 stickers for $3. They usually do the new releases. And then sometimes they have, some favorites. Sometimes they have the clean or the body or any of those things. Kelly, no, I think you're good. If you've had your set since just for a year, I think you're good. No, unless you have just really smelled the life out of it, I think you're good. So these are fantastic. These, the rub and smell. Sometimes you have to tell your customer the rub and smell, or they are just like, oh, that's a cute little wax shaped thing. But I grab those every catalog transition for the price, $3 for 72 of them. It's a really great deal. Those, again, have gone fast in the past. So when I see them, I grab them. So if you want them, I would be prepared July 1st to grab them. They're golden. So what's something else people do with it? And I don't have one in front of me to show you guys, but usually we get these super creative consultants, Christina Stainbrook and a couple others, who create these half-page or 3-to-a-page sheets that showcase the new releases. And you can slap them on that piece of paper and you can put them in your customer order bags. You can mail them to your customers. They're flat, but they can smell from the sticker all the new releases. Okay. I heard that corporate was making one this time, but I can't confirm if it's true or not. I just heard it. So that's a little bit about the scent things that I think are important. And you can choose what you need from that. Now, you could, if you've had, say, a tester that melted or that you lost somehow, or you cracked the lid on, the individual testers will also be available for purchase July 1st. Okay, so what else do you need? Well, let's talk about printed materials. So we have 3 options for printed materials. And I know this is really basic for some of you, but we have brand new consultants, so I want to share it. Okay, this is a catalog. All right. If you joined, you have catalogs. You can flip through. It's beautiful. Has all the styled pictures. You get the idea. It's big. It is, this one is 65 pages. Plus in the back, it has the fold out that shows every product. I love catalogs. I know I'm in the minority. Lots of people don't love catalogs and don't use catalogs, but I love catalogs. So I always grab catalogs. If nothing else, grab one pack of them. Even if you're going to use the showcase brochures or the product list, the detail and what's shared in the catalog is so much greater than what's shared in the showcase brochure or the product list. So catalogs are 20% off. The new fall winter catalogs, I'm sorry, I lied. They're 10% off. 10% off starting July 1st. Okay. You get 25 in a pack, and spring summer, they were $12 for 25 in the US. Okay. But they're sizable. Now, if you're mailing, you only really want to mail these to your really best VIP customers because it's an expensive mail. So, and yeah, Vicki, I've got to get with Carrie. I'm hoping to do another catalog walkthrough. I love doing that. That was super fun. All right. So this is a showcase brochure. This is option number 2. This is 8 pages.
That's
Okay.
my favorite.
You can see it has all the products, not a lot of detail, right? Has a fragrance grid on the back that tells what everything comes in. This is these are much larger for size comparison. Okay.
And Billy made a good point. Be sure to choose USEN, English, not ES is Espanol.
Yep.
So, and make sure you don't choose CA, that's Canada, and your prices will all be way more. Although your clients will, or customers will think they're getting a super great deal.
They will. They'll be like, "Ooh, was that a clearance sale on your website? Because I got a great deal."
It says $77 in this catalog. Well, it's actually only 60, but it's fine.
Okay, so these are a lot less expensive, $5, and you get 20. They were $5 this catalog transition, and you got 25 of them. These are not going to be discounted. Okay, the full catalog will be 10% off. These will be full price. I use these for fundraisers. I toss them in a bag. If like we're going back to, real life and vendor events. So this is what I would toss in a bag from a vendor event from someone who purchased. Okay. But I use these for my fundraisers all the time. They're fantastic. And they kind of look like the other school fundraisers brochures that people bring home, like for wrapping paper and all those other things. They're the same full size. So third option, product sheet. Okay. This is the least expensive option. It is a tear off pad and it is front and back only. You've got all of the products on here. But it doesn't go into a lot of detail. Like, for example, there's no fragrance grid. It does list the fragrances, but it doesn't tell you, for example, what's available in counter clean or all-purpose cleaner or laundry liquid or body wash. They have to refer to your website or to you or to a catalog to get that information. These are a really, really inexpensive option, though. You get 52 a sheet and you get 3 pads. Is it 3 pads? Yep. In the pack. And they were $9 this last catalog transition. So, and there is a spot on here. There didn't used to be, but there is a spot here that you can put your little label. So
now, for those of you that are new, I mail those every month to my customers in an envelope with my wax samples. So it's a cheap, inexpensive way to mail to your customers. But I don't send that to my good customers the first catalog of the season. I send a showcase brochure because that will mail flat for $1 in a 9x12 envelope. So I'll send the showcase brochure, but I don't send the catalog. So I'm the majority that doesn't send the catalog out. But I do send showcase brochures to my best customers. I also use product sheets. If you are doing an event, they are perfect to have out on your counter for people to take a catalog when people, because I've had people come up and ask me for a catalog and I was like, if you're not buying, you don't get a catalog, but at least I don't have to be rude and I can hand them something. So I can hand them a product sheet. Product sheets can also be sprayed with a room spray at events. So you can give them something that smells. And I also give it to my wax floozies. These are people that just come by and want buy 1 bar or 3 bars. I know they're just cheating on somebody else. So I don't give a real catalog to somebody who is not like a super great customer. So product sheets are perfect for those 1 or 2 off people that are cheating on somebody else. So.
Well, and the other thing that, and I use product lists for events as well, product sheets. They're really great. You have them out on the thing. They see a warmer that they like, or they see a fragrance that they like. They can circle it, highlight it. They can take it with them, and they remember after the fact what they liked. So if they're not going to purchase at the time, they don't go to your website and they aren't like, gosh, I can't remember. Did I like, perfectly pomegranate or not? They've got that information there for them. So, all right. The other thing that I really like, and I don't have one in front of me, I sent it with Lauren, and I sent my my cardboard catalog, for lack of a better word, but is a product training guide. So the product training guide is about $2 usually. There's a new one that comes out every catalog transition. It's about the size of a catalog, as far as it's like 6x9, but it's smaller than catalog. And it has answers so many questions that you might have about our products. It'll give you all the details. It'll tell you, the fragrances things are available in, little details and selling points that you might not think of. So when your customer comes to you and has a question, you can refer to your product training guide. I grab one every catalog transition for my use for that, but also because I want to make sure that if I have a new team member, that I've got the information in front of me that they do as well. And I also usually get a new consultant guide for that same reason. Super inexpensive for the same thing. If you have questions, though, the other place that I know we've got a lot of new people, if you have questions, that's not the only place to find answers to your questions. A lot of you don't realize there are FAQs on the workstation for all of our product categories. So if you've got a question, find the FAQ for it. So go to your workstation, log in, go to the search box and type in FAQ, and it'll pull up like the fragrance FAQ and the clean FAQ and the body FAQ and all of those frequently asked questions that you might have there on there. So, all right, let's see. All right, so a couple other things. So those are the things that I think are most important in your business, and it's up to you to decide based on your budget. I don't want you spending money on things you don't need. I don't want you spending family money on Scentsy. I want you to spend Scentsy money on Scentsy, which is why we're talking about this now, so that if you haven't put back some money for fall supplies, you can take that out of your commission check on the 10th of this month or 9th of this month. That means you also have another a little over a week to really raise that PRV so that you've got some of that extra money to do that with. So the other thing I didn't mention, now, if you are not selling oils, my guess is that you're not. If you don't sell a lot of diffusers and oils, my guess is you probably don't talk about diffusers and oils. And you might not use our diffusers and oils. You can see one of our diffusers back here, but this is a transition oil set. This is a little more pricey. This last catalog, it had, I wrote it down, let me see. You got 9 bottles. So you got the new and returning spring summer bottles. And they're smaller. It looks like this. Okay. And they're 5 milliliter bottles. So they're smaller than what we sell retail. You do earn some PRV on this. You can use it to your personal use. You can use it for your customers to smell. You can also use it to make samples. So if oils are something you want to sell, that's probably a good buy for you. But again, it's a more expensive purchase. And if, I would rather you spend the money on the transition testers and on the catalogs or showcase brochures or product lists. So, all right. So what should you not spend your money on? Well, there's a lot of things that you could buy, but as I said, I want you to only spend money on the things you need. I really want you to be wise in how you use your marketing dollars, so to speak. So especially if you're just starting out, you could go to the consultant store on your workstation, and you could buy all the things. You could buy cute picnic blankets and hats and dog leashes and doormats and jogging pants and blankets. Now, their blankets are really amazing. I do love their blankets. You could buy all the things, and those things are great. There's some definite use for branding yourself. I mean, it's a fantastic idea to brand yourself, but buy those things when you can afford them. Buy those things when they're in your budget. Buy them one at a time. If you go and you spend $200 on all of these things, like, oh, and those things add up that I mentioned, add up to about $200, right? Oh, but look, I got this cool Scentsy picnic blanket, and I got these joggers, and I got the dog leash. Someone has to get really close to your dog to notice that it's Scentsy branded, your dog leash. Okay. So if you're spending all that money, then you really have to take into account how much you're going to have to sell to make that money back. So just be wise in how you spend your money. All right. So again, when should you promote these things to your customer? As Carol said, Carol and I do it kind of the same. I'm going to make sure that my customers have the new catalog or showcase brochure or product list, depending upon what I decide to do, very early in August, if not August 1st. But I am not talking up the new catalog on July 1st. I am not sharing the new catalog on July 1st. The only reason I share something like that is if I know a product specifically speaks to someone and it's going to entice them to book a party with me. And in that case, I will share something. But if I share the whole new catalog that starts August 1st, July 1st, what are my customers going to do? They're not going to stock up on the discontinued. They're not going to buy that wonderful warmer that they super wanted, but that's being discontinued. They're going to wait. They're going to be like, oh gosh, August 1st, I can get, pumpkin scents and apple scents. And well, we've got apple now, but you get the idea. And so they're going to wait. So years ago, Orville said, sell what's available now. So that's what I do. I sell what's available now. All right. There's also new season sales kits. So let's talk briefly about that. This is the only way that you can get product in your hand before the new catalog launches, with two exceptions, two caveats. Number one, if you were on the Disney incentive trip and you earned the Mickey wall fan diffuser that Alex showed us, then you have a new product in your hand. And the only other way, and I don't know when they're going to go out because they haven't said, is if through the spring summer incentive, you earn level 1 or 2, because that includes fall winter product, but they haven't given us a date when those will ship out. And I'm not sure we could guarantee that they're going to ship out before the new catalog launches. What do you think, Carol? By the time we audit the incentive winners, I would be surprised if you guys have it in your hand by August 1st, perhaps, but it would be surprising. So the new season sales kit, in the past, they've done a variety of different things. I think they have not said what they'll do this time. They are fantastic if you can purchase them early. For example, there's usually a fragrance kit and it has one of each of the new bars. So you can do so many things with that. You can warm them yourself. You can, get them to your VIP customers. You can make samples, all the things. But the only way to have those bars before August 1st would be to buy that new season sales kit if they offer it, right? They haven't given us any information about dates, about what'll be available, what it'll cost, any of that. Look for that announcement. My guess is July 1st or early July. So there's only one more thing I wanted to talk about, and that is the transition month starter kits. So in the month of July, we have what I like to call a supersized starter kit. So consultants who join July 1st will receive not only the current supplies, but they're also going to get the fall winter testers and the fall winter catalogs. Now, they will still get that summer testers and catalogs while supplies last. When we run out of summer catalogs and testers, they will no longer get those, and they will just get the complete fall winter fragrance set and the catalogs. But your customers who join in the month of July get a little added bonus. They have everything they need for this month, for July, so that they can take advantage of that 10% off sale with their customers and launch a business. But then they don't have to turn around on August 1st and buy all the new things for fall winter, because they get those things in their kit. And in the past, especially before we had, you know, the very inexpensive kits, the $20 kits and that kind of thing, transition months were huge months for recruiting. So, all right, so that's what I wanted to share with you about transition. I know it's a lot of information. I have this all written up. I will share it on the Scent Warriors group page. I'll send it to all the superstar directors who participate so that they have it as well. What questions do you guys have?
Karen,
Yeah.
I don't have one in front of me, but you know what I like to order each year
Ooh, tell me.
is the catalog that's like hard, and I put it in a bind, like,
Yep. So I sent Lauren with mine. This is actually my fall winter one from last year. I sent her with my spring summer one. They go in these, this is what you're talking about, yeah?
yeah.
They go in the 6x9 binder, and they come from Scentsy like this. They're almost, they're thicker than cardstock, but they're not cardboard. I don't know how you would describe them, but it is a catalog broken into sheets like this. And you can put it in a binder. The advantage of that is that I'm really hard on my catalogs, and I assume you guys are too. And so you've got this all catalog long, and you don't have to go through a number of personal catalogs. The other option is you could buy one of these binders, and you can get these little binders, Staples, Office Max, Amazon. I'm sure you can get everything on Amazon. So you could also cut up a catalog and put it in here and put it in page protectors, but it would cost you a lot more the first catalog run of that, because those page protectors are not inexpensive. So this was, I can tell you how much this was, this catalog.
Wasn't it like $11 or $14?
It was $11, yeah,
Yeah.
but now it's $5.50. There's no reason for you to buy the spring summer one.
Yeah, no. Yeah, but for the fall.
Oh, and the other, I did want to mention this as well. Okay, so let's talk about spring summer supplies. Effective July 1st, you cannot get spring summer transition sets or full sets. Okay, there's no reason you would probably need to. You know, you're down to the last 30 days of the 31 days of the catalog, but you can't get them. That's number one. Number two, effective now, and I looked it up because I didn't think it started till July 1st. All spring summer printed materials, catalogs, product sheets, the catalog that Amy was just talking about, showcase brochures, are 50% off while supplies last. Now, that does not include printed materials that we can carry on to the new catalog. So if it's something that's still going to be good in the new catalog, it's not on sale. But otherwise, it's 50% off. And really, you guys, make sure that you are getting all of those product lists, showcase brochures, and catalogs for spring, summer into someone's hands. Don't let them go to waste. So if you have an overstock of them now, figure out how you're going to get them into people's hands. All right.
So I'm new. I'm Patty, and I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm wanting to put my link to Scentsy on my tree link that I have on the page that I'll be creating. I need to speak to someone about the do's and don'ts of advertising. Yeah, Amy, thank you for helping me so much. I'm so excited to be with you and on your team. And I guess this question can go to you as well, but I'm glad I got on tonight. Thanks for the invite, Amy. And hello, everyone. I just wanted to know before I'd done that, is anyone familiar with TreeLink?
I'm not, so I'm not going to be much help.
Yeah, I don't use Linktree, but I could try to
Billy's
Google.
shaking her
Is
head.
it
yes.
Linktree or TreeLink? Linktree?
Linktree.
Linktree.
Linktree. Okay.
I love it because it's just a way to organize. I like the buttons and the appearance of it, and it